What's going on, friends? Baltmatrix here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers War for Cybertron Siege, the Decepticon PhantomStrike pack. This PhantomStrike pack comes with 3 different target masters and a Skywarp. So finally, the 3 original Seekers are now in my hands. And I find it a little weird. So, quick box review, let's take a look at the packaging. It works well. The colors are all nice and purple and dark, and there's green light back there. I think that's her green light? Game light? Whatever her name is. And then on the back of the box, we have a look at the toys. So we have Skywarp himself, and then we've got Pterodactyl, or Terrordactyl, Fracas, and Shroot. Shroot? Is that really him? Okay, then there's also the Autobot Alpha Strike Counterforce. I don't have those, but word of warning, if you're going to pick this setup, be wary that this guy, he breaks. Or there's been some breakage. So yeah, just be wary of that if you're picking up the Autobot Alpha Strike Counterforce. Alright, let's open up Skywarp's team and take a look. Pulling the set out of the box, here is the figure on the runners. We got Skywarp here on the left, and then his Target Master buddies here on the right. Now, the Target Masters only have 2 of these little plastic ties that you need to clip, while Skywarp himself has 3. 2 at the feet, 1 at the crotch, but then there are rubber bands on his wrists, or on his forearms, holding the guns in place. Getting these little dudes out of the packaging was way harder than it needed to be. They are in there tight. And all 3 of them look pretty darn good. They are obviously repaints of figures that I have already reviewed, though. And I'm kind of okay with that. It is a little bit annoying, but what are you going to do? Pterodon next to Terra Axe, they're a nice contrast. The red... Actually, I think Terra Axe over here, the green one, looks more evil than the Decepticon one. But, they both work. Transformation, exactly the same for both of them. They both transform into an axe, or if you want a pickaxe, if you so desire, kind of like that, or, more of a battle axe ice pick hook thing. And both of their axe modes work fine. I think the coloring on both of them is good. A nice little addition. Whee! And again, we've got an ex-Autobot, and again, we've got an Autobot with his Decepticon repaint right here. Both of them look pretty good. I actually kind of like the white and the black a little bit better, but the muted colors on Fracas work pretty darn well. Transformation is exactly the same for both of them. Flip up the gun, flip up the crotch, combine the legs, peg the toes, or what would be, the toes into the barrel, and then hook them up. And you have this cute little missile launching gun that then can have 2 blue lasers attached to it. The yellow blasting weapons. Though one thing I will show you real quick is the colors on this figure are not right compared to the back of the box. So here's Fracas on the back of the box, and then here's Fracas the toy. The colors are inverted. The face is still red, and the Decepticon symbol's still purple, but the torso is black when it should have been gray, and then the limbs are gray when they should have been black. Weird. And then here we have Shroot and Blowpipe, maybe? Oh, who cares? Yep. Actually, dig both of these. I think the coloring on both of them work really well. The visors are a nice touch. The blue for the face matches the blue for the body here. It works. Transformation for this little dude is exactly the same as Fracas, except kind of going backwards as opposed to putting the gun over the head to point, back. Who am I kidding? I'm describing this terribly. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Just gotta compress the back of the legs, flip the legs over, poorly combine everything, and you end up with a waffle iron. Okay, no, not a waffle iron. A gun that shoots blue. For real this time. See, little blue laser bits. Pew pew. Both of these little Target Masters work incredibly well with Skywarp. I love this look, and Skywarp himself looks really cool. The purple, the black, the silver, all of it works incredibly well. Skywarp has excellent red light piping that I like quite a bit. Also, his face sculpt is more akin to that of Starscream than Thundercracker. He has more of the frown than a smirk. So I wasn't able to perfectly get the look of the back of the box, but it's close enough. Well, I tried, okay? It's not perfect, but I tried. Biggest issue I have with him in that picture on the front of the box, I should say, is that you can't get his head to look down as far as it needs to. Alone, Skywarp continues to look good. I still think the schmutz that's on the figures is a little bit too much, but overall, I can't argue with Skywarp. It's not all the way black. It's a very deep charcoal black that works well for the figure, and the purple is really nice. If this was completely clean, it'd be really, really cool. A lot cooler than it already is. I can easily see Hasbro repainting or removing the battle damage from Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Starscream and then selling it in their own Seekers pack. I could definitely see Hasbro doing that. Posability for this guy is exactly the same as all the Seekers. Head is on a ball joint that can look up and down. There is a hinge in the shoulder for in and out, and then a swivel for 360 degree. Another hinge joint that allows for full in and out of the arm. Before I meant in and out of the shoulder. Swivel just above the elbow. Double bend at the elbow for full 90-degree bend, fist rotation, torso rotation, a series of hinges in the legs for in and out, forward and back, swivel at the upper thigh, over 90-degree bend at the knee, and then some ankle articulation that is very welcome on the entirety of the Siege line. Like all the other Siege figures, Skywarp does possess a plug on the bottom of his butt for putting on a stand. However, my stand does not have a little peg that he can peg into. It's got a claw, so this is the best I can do. And I was able to perfectly, or almost perfectly, mimic the picture on the back of the box. And yes, I only just realized that I do have the thrusters mistransformed, like every other Seeker that I have gotten a hold of. If you've gotten a hold of any of the Siege Seekers, you know how this transformation is going to go. First, remove the guns, come down to the arms, open up the forearms, and then flip the hands inside, collapse the forearm elbow into, collapse the elbow into the forearm, and then close it up. Do the same thing on the other side. Forearm open, fist rotate, collapse the elbow. Next, come to the back of the figure, fold the wings away from the figure, pull the, pylons, shoulder pylons away from the figure, and then fold them down along the figure's back, like so. Once we've got the nose cone of the jet mode folded down, come to the back, flip out this panel, and plug it into the back of the figure's head, then flip the figure's head into the opening in the back. Come to the chest, and pull the chest up, and just kind of leave it up and out of the way like that. Next, we could come to the torso, turn it 180 degrees, or I should say, turn the bottom or the top torso around 180 degrees, come down to the feet, fold the feet up, fold the ankles up, then take the legs and collapse them in. And there are these little pegs that will peg into the area on the back of the butt of the figure, like that, like so. Then we could take the arms, fold them down, and there are little pegs that are on the inside of the forearms that peg onto the outside of the legs. Like, come on, that. And do that on the other side. Peg in there. And then finally, we could take the entire flight part, pull it forward and down, flip down the wings, and snap them underneath the nose cone, like so. And then take the thrusters, cover up the robot head, then fold the chest plate up and peg it into place, covering the bottom of the robot head, and then finally attach the guns to the underside of the wings, and we are done. The Tetrajet mode we end up with is really nice. The charcoal black, the purple, with the little yellow there and the silver all work incredibly well. Again, Hasbro's getting some real mileage out of this mold. This is now my 4th Seeker, so yeah, I like it quite a bit. Got all my Seekers lined up here. We got Starscream, Thundercracker, Red Wing, and Skywarp. Yep, got a little armada going on here. Of these 4, I've got to say my favorites, just in terms of coloring, are Thundercracker, then Skywarp, then Red Wing, then Starscream. I really like Red Wing. Red Wing is really, really nice, but a lot of the detailing is lost on the figure because of the red. I don't know what it is about that red paint. I still like the figure a lot, but the detailing of the mold is lost, where Thundercracker, all the detailing on the paneling for me just pops. Same with Skywarp. Starscream, I don't know what it is about this gray, I just do not care for it. The PhantomStrike Squadron is a really cool set to pick up, especially if you haven't gotten any of these Target Masters, or Battle Masters, I should say. They're a lot of fun, and the coloring works really well. I just find it weird that Fracas is literally the inverse of the color scheme that's on the box. Oh well, not a big deal. Overall, totally worth picking up, and a totally great addition to the Seeker set. Now, I picked up this set over at Amazon.com, but what I didn't pick up at Amazon was some Rainmakers. Yep, that's what we're taking a look at next time. Rainmakers. More Seekers for everybody. So folks, let me know what you think of Skywarp and his friends. Folks, let me know what you think of Skywarp and his friends down in the comments. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and be sure to hit that bell so you know when a new video is out. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.